So I wanted to make a video because it's been a year that I'm eating raw now. If you follow me, you saw me doing some detox and you know that I'm eating raw. What is raw? What is really the diet that I am on? I'm eating raw food, plant-based. It means that I'm not eating raw flesh, I'm not eating, drinking raw milk, I'm not having animal products. And so it's a plant-based diet. And I'm eating raw, so sometimes it's 80% raw, sometimes it's 100% raw, sometimes I eat 100% fruits. And I also don't eat grains, or very rarely if I have grains. For example, right now I'm eating 95% raw, and sometimes maybe once or twice a week I have something cooked. Like usually it's a snack, it's a little thing. So that's what I eat. And I remember last year at the same time, so it was in August, I can't remember if it was mid-August or end of August, I decided that raw was going to be my lifestyle. And so what happened during a year, and why do I do that? Seriously, eating raw for a year. So I had a lot of healing crisis. You can go on the videos I made. Sometimes I talk about it and I show some photos. I had a lot of headaches. I have a lot of headaches. I had a lot of muscle pain, like all my body muscle pain. I had symptoms of cold and flu. I had mucus in my throat a lot, and mostly in the morning. And even right now I still have a lot of mucus, so my body is just taking out, putting things out. I had pain in my chest, muscle pain in my chest a lot. That was very bothering, all this part here. I slept a lot, and I was very tired. I spent 1 year with a dripping nose. My nose was wet all the time. I had old injuries and very specific pain. For example, I had a car accident when I was young and multiple surgeries on one of my knee and a very distinct pain. And this pain came back out of nowhere. I just had this pain, but very briefly. So all the injury pain that came back. I had also pus and mucus in my eyes, conjunctivitis. I had pus in going out of a toenail. I had gingivitis. My gums were white and very sensitive, like a yeast infection related with the candida, because I have candida albicans. I had nausea. Remember, nausea was during the night time. I had burning when I went to pee, and back pain. And those two were related with, it was when my kidneys started filtering. I had tons of dandruff. And also I had dandruff in my eyebrows, flaking in my eyebrows. I had itchiness on my hands and on my feet, and this is fungus. And I had also few moments of difficulty of breathing, being out of breath. So well, when I look at all that happened, it wasn't that bad. Yes, the first healing crisis was terrible. It was when my kidney started filtering. I had a lot of pain. I was crawling on the floor, I couldn't move. It was very painful, but it was also related with emotional, and when I let go, these emotions, the pain was gone. Talking about emotions, I had a lot of emotional healing crisis too. I had anger and rage. I had sadness, and I had also a lot of cravings. A lot of cravings. And sometimes I just answered to those cravings. And for things weird, I was craving salt. I didn't, but I could eat salt if I was listening to me. I could eat salt right away, just like that. And I know this is related with very weak adrenals. I had cravings for chocolate. I had cravings for potato chips. I had cravings for very dirty, disgusting barbecue, how would you call it? Barbecue seasoning peanuts. Yeah, a lot of cravings. So all those things didn't happen all together also. And I have the feeling that during this year, I didn't detox as much as I wanted to, because we've been moving a lot, traveling and living on a boat. So logistically it wasn't that easy. So why with all those things I keep wanting to eat raw and detox? Really? Because of the relief. The pain is gone. I had belly pain constantly, and tension, and now it's gone. And I realized that I was in hell. I was literally living in hell. Sometimes I have discomfort in my belly, but it's nothing compared to how it was before. I also rediscovered the pleasure of eating, because before I had so much restrictions. I stopped eating certain food, and I felt hungry all the time, and I felt like that I was able to eat nothing or just a very small category of food. And I had this belief that vegetables and fruits were not good because they were full of sugar, because the doctor said to me that sugar wasn't good for me because I was over fermenting, and anyway it's not good for us. And so I had this belief too. So I was anxious about eating, and I was eating all the time, and now I just have the pleasure of eating. I'm eating everything I want, and I'm not hungry. I'm just stuffing myself with delicious fruits and veg, and it's fine. In the mornings, I used to crawl out of my bed. I had pain everywhere in all my joints, and I remember having the feeling that I felt like an old person. I was literally like going out of my bed, and it took a while before my body felt okay. And now this is gone. I felt loose. I wake up, my body is loose, and it's also amazing. I used to have terrible allergic reaction to mosquito bites, and now I have none. It's gone. I have a tiny red thing. I need to find photos, because I have photos where I had huge, like very huge reaction, and very sore, very red and swollen. Like each mosquito bite was a nightmare. I just couldn't sleep because my body was burning if I had mosquito bites. And this is gone. And I think this was the first sign to me when I discovered that my allergy was gone about mosquito bites. This was, I think, the reveal that I realized, oh my god, this is for me. This diet is for me. I lost weight. Between last year and now, I lost 10 kilograms. I think it's the equivalent of 20 pounds, more or less. But I know I lost more. I know I lost right away a lot of weight, and then I gained a tiny bit because the first detox that I did made me really tired and I lost a lot of weight, and then I gained a tiny bit, and that's it. My body just stayed the same, feel the same weight. Because in the past it wasn't like that. I used to gain a lot of weight and lose a lot of weight and gain a lot of weight like a yo-yo. I am sleeping good. When I sleep, it's deep. And I didn't know if I slept that good in my life before. It sounds weird, but I'm sleeping so good. I am more active and I am more calm. I'm not anxious anymore. I used to be very anxious, and now I'm not. I don't have those terrible panic attack. It's gone. Sometimes I can feel stress, but nothing compare. My mind is clear. My sense of smell improved. And it is a good thing, but sometimes it can be bothering because, for example, when it's fruits and I smell fruits, it's amazing, like flowers and just good scents, it's amazing. But when it's bad scents, when it's like when I'm passing when I'm going in a farmer's market and there's some meat and I smell this scent of blood and death, it's strong. My sense of taste also improved. And the weird thing is that I am able now to eat certain things that I wasn't able to eat. Before, for example, it wasn't possible at all to eat some spicy food. And now I can do it. I'm able to have some spicy food, not crazy spicy, but some spicy food, and I enjoy it. And also some tart fruits. For example, the crab apples, I can eat it too. I believe that my stomach and my mouth became less acid and I can eat different foods now. And my body also started rejecting some other foods. Very strange, but I can't have any more black pepper. It makes me gag. I'm just different. It makes me gag. It's funny to rediscover things about ourselves, to see things changing. And I don't like mushrooms now. It's just, it became not my thing. I don't like it, and that's it, and that's fine. Eating raw, plant-based, changed the level of consciousness. I'm not better than anyone. I'm just different. For example, I became sensitive to the animal cause. In a way, eating raw made me vegan. I can't eat animal products because now I think it's a nonsense. I'm also less judgmental with me and I see and understand myself better. Because my mind is more clear, I have a distance now with my emotions and I'm taking things less personally. Before, I was living in the emotional tsunami. I'm surprising myself also. I became open, way more open. I opened a YouTube channel. I never thought I could do that. I'm not perfect, but I started having more self-confidence. Being in pain and it's horrible to be in pain and to don't know what to do to feel better and to don't understand what to do, what to eat, and trying everything and having no answer, no relief, and being told that if you're in pain it's in your head because the medical told me that. Trying everything but seeing nothing works to get better. This is a situation that create really bad feelings, and feeling insignificant and depressed is hard. And this year, I started feeling compassion for myself. For the first time. You feel in peace when you find the truth. I am just a better version of myself. And yes, sometimes I am misunderstood. Sometimes I am judged. Sometimes I am rejected. I lost some friends. But again, also I met new friends. And yeah, sometimes I am under the watch. But you know what? Everybody says, wow, you look so healthy. And they are right. And it's all that matters. So eating raw can change your life. Bye. So why with all those things, I keep wanting to eat raw? Ugh. Okay, I'm gonna do it.
I'm sorry, I thought maybe you were talking to me because you were...
I was intense.
Yeah.